What's up, YouTube? Hey, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ricky Gatz, professional motorcycle drag racer. And what most people don't know is that I'm also an owner-operator. Been an owner-operator for 25, 30 years. Besides racing, this is another form of income. Today is one of those days where I'm in West Virginia right now. Picked up a load out of Baltimore, coming to West Virginia. And when I got to Baltimore today, my reefer unit stopped. Just shut off, like when I was on a delivery. So when you're in trucking and you have a reefer unit, you basically have to set the temperature to whatever the customer say they want the temperature set at. And my temperature had to be at 20 degrees. And when I showed up there, it was off. And I was late already because last night I got held up at a delivery in York, Pennsylvania, where they had kept me for like 5 hours, so I didn't make my next appointment. But when I got there, they were waiting on me because I was the last truck, and I jumped out the truck to go take my paperwork in because I knew that they were waiting on me, and realized my reefer unit wasn't running. I jumped up on the back of the catwalk, and I'm resetting the codes for my reefer unit to try to get it to start back up. As I'm doing that, the lady's walking outside like, there's something wrong with the reefer unit? So when she walks around the truck, the reefer unit had just fired back up, but my temperature was at like 38. So it must have just shut off. So she goes, "You're having problems with your reefer?" I was like, "Yeah, it just shut off just now when I jumped out the truck. I don't know why, but I just fired it back up." I said, "The temperature is still at 28. Lied. Definitely lied. But just shut off. It was at 38 degrees, but she didn't look. So I got that load off, shut the reefer unit off, traveled 2 hours over here to West Virginia. Temperature here was 35 degrees. Started it up before I got here so it can get down to temperature. And when I got here and backed in the door, I realized when I went to open my doors, the back in the door was only at like 48. It's supposed to be at 35. Backed up, opened the doors, let them load me, and on the paperwork it says that you cannot leave the yard until your temperature is at 35 degrees. Well, when they told me I was done, gave me the thumbs up, told me I can pull up, go get my paperwork, jump out the truck, look at my unit, it's 54 degrees. I'm like, what the? Shut my doors real quick, waited for about, normally from 54 to 35, it would take 10 minutes to get down to that. I go ahead and go get my paperwork and go to leave out. When I go to leave out, the guard comes out and I look in my mirror and I see her go, "Oh, hell no." I'm like, hell no what? She said, "That's 54 degrees. You can't leave here like that. You gotta go back in the yard and wait until it gets down to 35 degrees. I've been sitting here for 3 hours. 3 hours. And it won't go no lower than 42. Don't know why, but it's not. One of the yard guys told me that it's a service truck that comes around here, because they got a bunch of reefer units here. So the service guy's here now. Hopefully he's gonna get me straight. I see you got it leaking now. So one thing I learned about reefer unit is that it has to drip water. Like, I thought that mine dripped water excessively, like something was wrong. Actually, nothing is wrong when it leaks water. It's supposed to leak water excessively. That's a good thing. Mine wasn't before he came, mine wasn't leaking water at all. Gotta fix my lights. Damn wire came loose. So far, it looked like it's at 41 already, so he must have found something. And this is the bad part about being on the road. You gotta have connects. You gotta be able to call people to help you. Luckily, one of Yard Jockeys gave me their phone number, and they're the company that services all their trailers. Paid $260 for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. At this point, it don't matter. That's my money maker right there. So without that, shit, I would have been fucked tomorrow. The whole problem was my unit had froze up. My compressor unit on the reefer had froze up, and there's a defrost mode that would defrost the unit. So basically, all he had to do was hit the Thermo King button. Hit the Thermo King button, and the first thing that will come up was defrost. You hit the enter button on here, and it will defrost your unit. Thermo King button, it'll say defrost, and then hit enter, and it will automatically go into defrost mode and will start pouring water out. Because mine wasn't leaking water at all. Remember, guys, your unit has to leak water if it's working properly. Mine wasn't leaking water, so mine was froze up. When we put in defrost mode, it defrosted within like 10 minutes. Then the compressor kicked up high and started cooling, and that was it. Down to 32 degrees. And I got it set at 32, so we good. Hope this helped y'all. I know I'm a motorcycle racer, but I also do this, so if you guys like this, I'm gonna try to do more truck stuff, all right? So hit that like button, and subscribe, and let's keep the wheels rolling, all right? 2 or 18, and everything in between. Peace out, Ricky Gas.